Hey guys, Artosis here with some more games from the Moonlight Pro League. We just had game number 5 finish up with 815, taking down Motive. If you haven't seen the previous games in this series, you don't have to, but I do suggest checking them out. There's been some good ones so far. And now, standing in 815's way is going to be RuiN. Gonna try to avenge his Protoss brethren. The map is Eclipse. We'll see if he's able to take down 815, who seems to be playing pretty well overall during this this day, or whatever we're gonna call this Pro League match. Now, guys, please make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification button so you can see my casts every single day. Every single day we have a new pro cast here. So I hope you guys are enjoying, and I'm always checking out those comments as well. So let me know if you ever think that some audio levels are off, or there's certain types of games that you want to see and all that. I definitely do read that and take all that feedback into consideration, because I want to make this a great place for you to go and just kind of relax and watch some professional Brood War. All right, so Eclipse, a ladder map. Everyone's played it just a million billion times. So many times. I mean, I can't imagine anything is going to be too crazy here, but you never know. You know, Brood War is a game of infinite depth. This is a Forge first. He's going to send the probe across. Now, this was one of the maps that was most popular for Cannon Rush, but it's been out for so long now. No one tries Cannon Rush anymore. Honestly, it's been like a year since I've seen a really high-level Cannon Rush on the map. It rarely happens anymore, so I don't think... Well, the thing is, he started his Forge so early, we might actually see it. That's only why I brought it up. Not only because there's Forge, but because he made it early. A lot of times when you're gonna go Forge expand, you make your Forge like really late, just before you need the Nexus or the cannon. Now he throws this down, and a second probe comes out. The Overlord sees it, so now 815 knows he's serious. Oh god, here comes the probe. Puts down that pylon. Oh man, he's gonna be able to start a cannon right away here, and that is really hard to jump into now because there's no space for the drone to actually land on. So he's bringing these down and attacking, cancels this pylon, makes a cannon there as well. I like this rush a lot. Another pylon as well, so by the time he even kills this one should be just about warped in. I don't know if this is going to end up holding. Now, you can try to make sunkens and hold that way. We actually don't see many effective cannon rushes anywhere in Brood War. It's really hard to pull them off nowadays. Now, see, that gets killed off, but this one going to be finishing, and up comes a cannon. Now, are 2 cannons going to be enough? Does he have to throw down another one? He throws down another one. I think with the third one, that's enough that the cannons should prevail over this hatchery without any problem. Like, he is putting down a creep colony, which I think is important. Keep some creep out here. Get a sunken so you can't be pushed to your ramp or anything silly like that. But the hatchery is going to end up dying. Meanwhile, back at home, making a defensive cannon for any lings that try to run by. And look at this. The lings are going to try to get in here, but I mean, the hatchery is going to go down. The cannons were too well timed. And he just targets it down. Now he's going to be able to kill off the lings as well, I think. This could be a fast game. Kills off all the lings. That did not seem like the greatest usage of Zerglings right there, to be honest. But, you know, at least this kind of zones things out. It's a bad situation, though. I'm not going to lie. 815 is looking pretty much like he's in complete trouble here. Now, of course, when you're a cannon rush and you're spending so much money on that, everything else is slow for you as well. Not as slow as it is for the Zerg, but this Nexus is not fast. The gateway is not done, so it's not like he can do anything else. He's got this little outpost with cannons here. A Zealot is like a minute and a half off, right? That's the earliest time we can even have one Zealot on the map. So it's not like there's going to be any more pressure. You can kind of do as you want for a little bit here as 815, and we'll see if he can actually recover. He throws down a hatchery at his third base. Has his Overlord coming over for a little bit of scouting. Looks like it took a few cannon hits. He's probably frantically microing over here. And so it took a few hits, but did not end up dying, which is the important thing. It doesn't matter that much. It's a little bit low in health right now. Cybernetic score going down. He does have the double cannon and the probes sitting here, so of course that's sacrificing a little bit of his economy as well. Pylon into the main base, and yeah, I think we gotta wait a little bit to see what they want to end up doing. A hatchery at the natural once again, so This is where you would regularly put a macro hatchery anyways, so I think that's actually a really good choice for the third hatch here. Once he clears these cannons, which won't be that hard once he actually gets a decent amount of units. 2 cannons don't really hold up that well. Then he can remake this hatchery if it does get into like a standard macro game, which would be kind of wild, right? Like, you don't expect for a cannon rush game to really go into anything very normal. Oh god, Hydralisk Den, speed on the way. Okay, so 815, and this is not surprising. This is actually like almost a universal thing with Zerg players. If you screw them up early on, they go all in a lot of the time. Zerg builds are super refined and super sharp, so they don't like losing drones early. They don't like losing overlords early. They don't like losing hatcheries, obviously, early on. Not that anyone does, but very oftentimes we see all-in follow-ups. So I believe that's what we're going to be seeing here. Well, I know that's what we're going to be seeing because it's the speed upgrade, right? So when you go speed upgrade and start massing up Hydras, that is just to rally them across the map and hopefully bust through the cannons. Okay, so 2 cannons are up, 2 zealots are out, third one going to be popping out. He should have at least 4 zealots before any Hydras hit. I like that he's kind of sweeping the map a little bit, trying to keep some vision out, and like basically he's looking for any probes trying to sneak around the sides. Has to be careful what's produced out of here as well because of the cannons being able to see it. So I don't think we really have intel yet for RuiN, but he's sending out his zealots. So this is where you might end up finding him. He starts walking up this direction, turns around and goes through the mid. Oh, turns around here again. The Hydras are coming, right? Like, they really don't want to be seen. And so far, RuiN doesn't know. He doesn't know that this is a Hydra all-in. He might suspect, but he hasn't seen it. All right, third cannon on the way. Corsair flying up to try to figure this out, but the Hydras are going to get here before the Corsair does, in fact, figure out. As he sees the Hydras with speed, he knows exactly what's going on. He's going to target down this gateway. 4th Zealot is coming out right now. Corsair trying to kill off an Overlord. I mean, I don't know how impactful that really is. This is all about these cannons finishing. If all these cannons finish, he's good to go. Like, he should be able to win this game even, I would say. Like, the gateway doesn't matter as much. But range is about to finish, and that is going to be where he pulls the trigger, because he has to get in here before these cannons are done. He does not have great macro prospects beyond that. Corsairs are clearing some of the Overlords over there. He cancels that +1 attack, adding in more cannons here as well. Has a few probes ready to help fight with those Zealots. And, I mean, 3 Overlords being made because he did get supply block. This looks terrible for 815. I mean, hasn't RuiN done everything he needs at this point to win the game? It's 33 probes against 17 drones. Look at the production tab over here. Everything in the world making against 5 Hydras after he gets himself unsupply blocked from those Corsairs. This is terrible news for him. And look at this. He's not even canceling the cannons. So we have 8 cannons, 2 more pylons being made, 8 cannons plus speed on the Zealots. No way. No way 815 can bust him. He is producing a lot of Hydras, though, right now. Look at this. He's actually got 30 supply in army, and, like, one of that is Zerglings, I believe. So he's got about 30 Hydras right now, which is a huge amount. More cannons coming down. Oh, my God. I'm kind of getting chills. This is crazy. This is like a BGH game right now with the amount of static D that we're seeing. A lot of Hydras being rallied. 815's got to go soon. Look at this. Another gateway being added on. Psystorm on the way. A couple High Templars. I mean, as Psystorm finishes, 815, like, this is already almost impossible, but it's getting worse. He's got to go. Okay, here we go. We'll see if this is going to end up working. I don't think so, but let's see it. The Hydra's coming up. Probes even drilling out for good measure. They start to come back. The Hydra's really being eliminated here. Trying to push forward. Psystorm is almost done, and there's still 6 cannons remaining. 2 Zealots, the probes as well. I'm surprised how many cannons he's even broken through at this point. But as this first storm comes out, that is probably going to be it. In fact, he might not even need to cast a Storm, and Overlord ends up flying into the cannons here as well as the attack moves down. Trying to pick off some of these newly warping in cannons. Oh, the Storm pushes him back off of them for now. And I mean, he's just continuing to produce Hydras. There's not a whole lot to this anymore. 4-8-15, another storm comes down. Cannon's going to be refinishing here. 5 High Templars are out. And I think it's just about time to see a GG here out of 8-15. It looks like RuiN has done it after opening with a Cannon Rush. GG.